This week on Your City Now, a Denver neighborhood gets a new name. Denver Days 2020 is coming your way, and a part of I-70 gets a new lid. These stories are just ahead on Your City Now. It's pretty obvious lately that the air around Denver isn't very clear. On Monday night, Denver City Council made their feelings about cleaner air and climate change very clear by passing a measure that refers to the voters in the November election, a sales tax increase measure that could help.
This referral would refer a 0.25% sales tax increase to the November ballot to fund our climate work as a city. This came as a direct recommendation from our climate task force that's been meeting over the past 5 or 6 months and came out with an entire roadmap of how we as a city address carbon emissions and climate change. And this is just one recommendation in that.
Then on Tuesday, Council took the first step in referring another measure to the November ballot. This one also involving a sales tax increase, but in this case, if approved, would provide services to the homeless. A 0.25% sales tax will be introduced. That is equal to 2.5 cents on a $10 purchase. The plan estimates $40 million to be collected. The cost is estimated to be about $5 per household each month. The full council will consider the measure this coming Monday evening. Members of the Master Community Association of Stapleton brought decades of activism to a close Saturday with a vote to change the name of the Stapleton neighborhood to Central Park. Named after former Mayor Benjamin Stapleton, a leading member of the Ku Klux Klan when first elected mayor of Denver in 1923, the name stood as an insult to many Denver residents. The African American community and allied activists of Denver had been working over the years to have the Stapleton name changed, including an unsuccessful vote just a year ago. Residents submitted more than 300 names before narrowing down the list to either Central Park or Skyview. 63% of the neighborhood residents chose Central Park. The name change is a meaningful step in a journey to build a more inclusive neighborhood and a stronger community committed to humanity's greater aspirations. The Central 70 project reached a major milestone last week as a portion of the capped section of the highway through Elyria-Swansea was completed.
We just poured the final concrete deck pour on the west half of the future depressed section of the cover top in between Columbine and Clayton. So that is a pretty big milestone here on the project.
Once fully completed, the capped section will see traffic flowing below it in both directions with a park sitting on top. The recently completed westbound section will eventually see all traffic rerouted temporarily through this area, as the eastbound section is built and the aging elevated viaduct is removed.
This bridge was built in 1964. It's handled traffic since then. Once we transfer the traffic down in the lowered section, that'll free up the opportunity to demolish that bridge.
Once the highway is fully underground, the Globeville-Elyria-Swansea area will be reunited for the first time in nearly 60 years.
In the future, you'll be able to just walk across Josephine, York Street, Columbine, Clayton, Fillmore, all the local connections. We have about 9 local streets within that lowered section that will provide connectivity north and south for the Swansea area and Globeville communities.
The shift to below-ground travel is expected to happen in mid-2021, with the project seeing full completion in 2022. Denver Days 2020 has been reimagined. Every night during the first week of August, Denver Days is hosting parades in each council district featuring local musicians and artists. The city is encouraging neighbors to open their windows, get out on their balconies, front porches, and lawns, and watch as the parade passes by. This year's format is an effort to keep every resident safe and healthy, all while celebrating the unique culture of Denver's neighborhoods. As a bonus, you can send us your socially distant celebration pics by tagging us and using hashtag Denver Days for a chance to be featured and win prizes created by local artists. You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.